Good morning to the grind. Good morning to the grind. Good morning to the grind. Got up this morning. We woke up this morning. We blessed this morning. We thank you this morning. We thank him this morning. Good morning to you. This is the Grindology101 virtual podcast. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens. We get a chance to wake up. We got a chance to wake up. He chose us to wake up this morning and do something amazing with our lives, even if we just start with one step. Today on the Grindology101 Podcast, we're going to be talking about getting started right now. And we're going to be talking about the 7 keys to success. Start now, use what you have, execute your plan, control what you know, complete what you start, share your success, execute your plan, share your success, and stand for something. So if you're looking to do something with your life, man, get up there and just get started. So that's the first point about getting started. You got started today because you're up. Most times we look for something that we need in order to get started. I need that loan, and I need the support, or I need the job, or I need the car, or we always need, right? We're going to always be in some needs scenario. But what about getting started? I'm going to make the call. The first thing is to make the call and see if the opportunity is even available, maybe. Or going downtown and seeing if the business name is available, or looking online to see, or signing up for the class. And that's researching. That's the point about getting started. Most times I know that we hold ourselves back from the starting point, thinking that we need something more than what we already have. We need to know something more than what we already know. But we only have what we have. If we can get to the point where we get started and just use what we have. I love lawn and garden as a concept to getting started, because it's a really simple get started type of a deal. You want to start the lawn and garden company business. You want to get a $250,000 loan so you can get the truck and get them wrapped and get the new equipment and put the website up and get all the stuff together. But man, that's $250,000. That's a lot of processes to get to. Bank statements, EIN number, Duns and Bradstreet, all of the things that it takes to get it done. But what about starting next door lawn and garden? Look at your backyard. By starting now and using what you have, look at your backyard. You got a lawnmower, check. You got a weed eater, check. You got some trash bags, rake, a couple of tools that it takes to get it done, check. Truck, maybe you don't have a truck. They rent trucks at U-Haul. They rent trucks that you can use by the day, right? And if you can't do that, you can start next door lawn and garden by knocking next door and saying, hey, can I cut your grass? So that's how you get started, using what you have. I don't know any other way to get to any place besides taking a step to get there. And we're going to talk about that throughout the day. Start now. Yes, sir. Mr. Roscoe Lee Owens, good morning to you out there on the grind early in the morning. A young man in his own right, 7. We're not going to expose the age there, my amazing father out there. But you are an amazing young man. Up in the morning, on the grind, started, ready to win. As we talk about it, share some content on just what it takes to get started and why you got to get started right now. Aren't you tired of staying where you are? Don't you want something more than what you have? Get started and get started. Not now, but right now. Stand by.
We are running out of time. What are you going to do with the time you have left? I say that if you don't reposition yourself, you could miss the best time in your life, in this season of life. because we have got to change the way we think. We have got to change the way we function. We have got to change the way we deal with issues. And the reason that you have to begin to reposition the way you think and the way you function and the way you feel is that we many times are stuck between the lines of limited thinking and limited people and limited ideas and limited philosophies. And there's something creative down inside of you saying, let there be. You need to walk into a situation where you've been locked up and tied up and tangled up and say, let there be light, let there be healing, let there be books, let there be change in this city. You have tried 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different things. Each you worked on 90 days or so and then said it doesn't work. How can you be a leader with a 90-day test? Of course it didn't work. You didn't stick to it long enough. You didn't fight hard enough. You didn't do what it took to win. And rather than to correct it and get it right, you walked away from it and tried something else. And for the last 10, 15 years of your life, you've been on the run from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, trying to make all this stuff work. Stop it. Stand still. You have to have the courage to live with the pressure and the criticism. New levels bring new devils. You have to be tough. You have to be tough to be able to stand it. It's tough for keeping your kids encouraged while you secretly worried to death yourself. It's tough for getting ready for a birthday and don't have a birthday gift. It's tough of not being able to get the light bill paid and the water bill paid. It's tough. But what do we do with these moments? Do we just have them and go back home and wait for the next one? Almost like junkies getting a fix or smokers smoking a cigarette? Are we just habitually addicted to moments without being able to take that moment and use it strategically to do something in our lives? You do not have to accept it the way it is. Somewhere down inside of you there is creativity. We've got to break out of the barriers and the limitations and get outside of the box. Something is about to happen in your life. You've got to take it one day at a time. And when you get to the end of the day, you say, I'm not finished, but I've done everything that I was supposed to do for that day, for that time, for that season. Your season is shifting. You will be able to do now in a way that you have never been able to do it before. You haven't sung your best song. You haven't preached your best sermon yet. You haven't thought your greatest thought. You haven't written down your greatest idea. You haven't dreamed your best dream. Maybe you haven't laughed your best laugh. You haven't had your greatest day yet. It's somewhere inside of you. You're a miracle looking for a place to happen. You have got all kinds of things locked up inside of you that are about to come forth for such a time as this. The time is right. The stage is set. The conditions are in order. And something awesome is about to happen in your life. Don't let anybody tell you you're too young. Don't let anybody tell you you're too old. Don't let anybody tell you you're fitted. Every day you wake up in the morning, it's a sign the best is yet to come. This is my moment, and I am determined to live it. The mind is the battleground. The fight is in your mind. Are you ready for the next level? What are you going to do with the time you have left?
What are we going to do with the time that we have left? What are we going to do with the time that we have right now? Like right now, this morning. Right now, this morning, we woke up with some kind of passion, some kind of desire, some kind of responsibility even to get up and get it done. We got to go to work. We got to make sure the family's straight. We got to get to school. We got to do the homework, whatever it is that we got to do. We get to do it with excellence. We get to do it with the best of us. We get to do it with the least of us. It depends on what the mindset says. Do we want to drag through it, or do you want to get to it? Do you want to, barely do it, or do you want to really accomplish it? Do you want to work for the place, or do you want to really own the place at one point? What kind of passion do you have? And the only way to really get to anything that we want to get to is to get started. I know that each and every one of us wants better. There's not a person, there's no one that says that that's it. They may not strive for what they say they want or put forth what they want in the mind because of the hardship that it faces, because comfortability sets us at a standard. What I mean by that is when we get to a place where things are okay, things are pretty, status quo, the stressors are not there, so to speak, and you don't have to do anything additional for what you may want because I'm okay. But for those of us that say, you know what, it's not just about me. It's what I could do for someone else. It's what I could leave to someone else. It's what I could really, really, really bring out of myself, that I know God put me on this earth for something more than what I'm here doing, for something more than what I have done. I have a desire. You have something in you. You want to start that business. You want to get that degree. You want to get that raise. You want to get that promotion. You want to start that company. You want to have that child. You want to have that amazing marriage. You want to build that bond with your family. It's getting started right now. Let's make the call. You know what, Dad? You know what, Mom? You know what, employer? You know what? Man, I'm going to put the best foot forward towards myself, towards what I want in my life starting today. Like just a little blast from the past. It's Thursday, so say Throwback Thursday, right? Over a decade ago, I was given an opportunity to do something I had never done in my life, was speak in front of people about, some things I had been through, some things that I had done. I was just head down, focused on writing my books, speaking. I was looking forward to being part of the community and making people see a better way for themselves just by, presenting, what I wanted in my life. And I got the opportunity to speak and be awarded by an amazing organization, Rain Women's Network. They had an amazing network there in Dallas, Texas. I was selected as King of Queens for this amazing event, and never before had been in front of this many people, and never before had they had that many people attend. So there were things happening, but I stepped into something and I just started. And at that time, I never came out of a room that I was entered into that it changed my life. This room changed my life, and I'm using it as an example that you can change yours. Go in that room. There's something dynamic about you. There's something different about you. Don't worry about what the people say about you change. Don't worry about what the people say about you different now. You should change. You should be different. You should strive for more. You should strive to allow the best of yourself to present itself. And I'll share a blast from the past, if you will. Rain Women's Conference, 2010. And this was a young man that's on the same mission now as he was then. And this would be what we call a Grindology101 breaking news breakthrough. Stand by.
Please welcome the King of Queens recipient, Mr. KeJohnna.
I want to tell you about the 3 P's. This is the way that the 3 P's work. The 3 P's of success. One is presence. presence is, you always have to be ready. You don't know who you meet. You don't know who you see. You don't know what's going to go on that day. So dressing for success, the success that you desire, is important. Your presence. There's also your purpose. And everybody say purpose. Purpose is what you believe in, what you feel passionate about. You have something unique that you want to bring to this world, something that you want to do. You don't know where it came from, but you have a purpose. You have to be driven. I like where I am, but there's something that is for me. There's something that is for me, and I know we search for it hard, but we have it. It's a quiet place we have to get in, and that's is where you find your purpose. I found my purpose in making sure that I got quiet. I just got still. I got to a place where I looked at all the things I've been through. I looked at all the things that I've done. I looked at all the places I've been. And I said, you know what? All I've been through has prepared me for something. Because we never really know. But my purpose is to make a difference. Use my life to make a difference as others. You get up early in the morning, but you run out and you really get up, have yourself some goals. Have yourself some goals attached to your purpose. Whatever it is, find out what it is and stay driven towards it. Do not allow or need people to validate your purpose. Can you say that? Persistently pursue your passion. Every day. All day. All the time. We gotta, have our family time. But you put it in the proper pocket, in your toolbox. This is, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. And over time, when you look back, I got somewhere. Man, I got somewhere. My purpose is to make a difference in other people's lives. So that's my purpose, though. You find yours, and you stay persistent on it.
Just came out, man. This is my award. King of Queens, Maxwell Rank 2010. Awesome people. Phenomenal event. I'm so honored just to see me. Hit right here. Making your passions possible.
I'll share that, and it's funny looking back at it. I think the hardest thing in the world is to critique yourself, right? You get a lot of lessons in where you are today based on where you come from yesterday. That amazing opportunity for me. When I look back, it's the same thing. It's the same message. And then I got to tell people, I meet so many people that I could talk to now that I knew then, and it's 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 different things along the way that they have not stayed consistently on. The breakthrough is consistency. The breakthrough is being able to endure the hardships, endure the difficulties, endure the nuances, the ups and the downs, the twists and the turns, the yeses and the nos, the letdowns and the breakdowns and everything else and in between, and continue to strive towards what you want. At that time, I've got friends that, I see you talking to the mayor, how you wearing suits, man. I got a family. Well, I want something in my life. Well, I've been introduced to something that opened my mind to what I could be other than what I've been. And each and every one of us have experienced that. Each and every one of us has had opportunities to step into something that it may be very, very different. It may be very challenging. And the only way to get any kind of better is to challenge yourself to get better. There's no better in comfort. There's no better in stability. Stability is I'm here, this is good, I'm safe, and there's no safety in stability. There's no safety in being comfortable. We just experienced that in the whole wide world right now. There's no safety in putting the cover over your head and being safe. It's coming. The issues, the problems, Murphy's laws. Les Brown would say, "We'll come and knock on your door, and if you don't answer, you kick it in." It's going to be some difficult stuff that happens in our life. What do we do when we face them? So, in my assessment, like assessment, right? I could be talking to somebody. I could use a word like assessment. Why, a 3-4 syllable word at a drop. But that's because I become a reader. That's because I become a mentee. I've been in rooms that people are doing things and living ways that inspire me. And you should be inspired. You should be around people that offer different ways to look at life. You should be around environments that stretch your thought process of what you could do with your life. If you're at the job, man, you see people at the top of the company and they've made some kind of strides. Doesn't that, some people will look at it like, well, they got lucky. And that's just because it's them, because that's a negative mentality. And those people are going to be those people. But what kind of person are you to say, well, if they did it, I can do it? What can I learn to make myself better? Or what can I do to make myself better that would allow me to get to where I want to be in my life, where my life has left a significant difference in someone else's? Man, I think significance is important. That's a whole nother deal. I looked at one thing. I told my wife, I said, I just did not want to die a life that did not have a significant impact on others. So that's me. But who are you to say, well, God created me. God gave me all of the opportunity in the world. God gave me the abilities. He gave me some debilities, right? He gave me some challenges that I could strengthen myself through. And what he gave us most of all is free will. A babe in the word, free will means I get to wake up and have a choice to whether I have an attitude of gratitude or I have an attitude of, man, I got to do this all over again. I could have an attitude of, man, I get to do this all over again. I get a new chance today to do better than I did yesterday. And again, today is about starting out, using what we have, controlling what we know, executing that plan, right? Sharing the success and standing for something. And I want you to know that you can do anything from anywhere in your life. You can get up right now. You can say, you know what? And look at that mirror and say, that's it for that. That's enough of that, or whatever it is, and throw it back into yourself and say, I'm changed. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be early today. I'm going to stay a little bit. I'm going to have a good attitude. I'm not going to share negativity. I'm not going to get into that water cooler conversation about what they said or what he said or what the company's doing or what they aren't doing or what they should do. I'm going to do the thing that I think that everyone else should do. I'm going to be a little bit like what Mahatma Gandhi has said. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Be the change. Today is the day you get to be the change. Today is the day you get to apply the change to your own life. Start what you wanted to do what you wanted to do, and get doing it in a way that you put the best of yourself. You want to make the team? It's 100 other people want to make the team. You want that spot? It's 99 other people want that spot. What makes you the one? What makes you the one to get the position? What makes you want to get that loose ball? Just a little bit more than somebody else. Just a little bit more than the next person. Not because you're trying to beat the next person, but because you're trying to beat the you from yesterday today. So stop it. We're going to say stop it. Stop holding yourself back from what you know you could do. We'll be right back.
One of the biggest contradictions of massive success is when people go to their moms, their dads, their brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend. They say, listen, one day the world's going to know who I am. One day I will have a Ferrari, the Lambo, the Rolls, the Bentley, the big house, the cars, the backyard with the big swimming pool and an elevator. I'm going to put the biggest parties. I'm going to be a millionaire one day. Yet, instead of staying at the office on Friday night, you call your friends and you go party. Instead of waking up Saturday morning to go to the gym, you sleep until 10 o'clock. Instead of reading the book on Sundays, you kick back and watch movies all day long. The reality is very simple. Those who win big, they do 4 things right. They sleep, sweat, grind, repeat. And they do it over and over and over again until their dreams become a reality.
If you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness.
You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life, no matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%.
You still must grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me down a dark alley, run at 1 o'clock in the morning, know one thing. I was grinding.
Every single day when you wake up, you got 2 options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at that snooze button, boom. You can hit the snooze button and go back to bed and dream about what you want to have. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock and get up and go pursue your dreams.
You need to walk through the mud in life, guys, if you ever want to get to the higher ground. That higher ground is where you look in the mirror and have respect, and you went through the work, the sweat equity of it all. And the end product is something you travel, a legacy of life that you put your signature to, that means something. You're not speaking hollow words. You're backing those motherfuckers up with that.
That's what lions do. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hunt. That's what we do for a living.
I still grind. I love the grind. If you're competing in one of my businesses, I'm going to kick your ass because I'm going to outgrind you.
You have to be willing to work in places people don't see.
While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working.
There's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have. So make that a motivation for you.
And mental toughness says, not only do I climb that doggone mountain, I enjoy climbing the mountain. I get a kick out the mountain. I get a kick out the weights. I get a kick out of fatigue. I get a kick out of the grind. I get a kick out of it. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different. We don't have forever. Let's not act like it. We're all going to die. And so I don't act like I'm going to live forever. So every opportunity I get, I murder it. Process driven. I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And if we're going to be champions, process driven. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
Every time he say it, don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done, man. You're up this morning, you're blessed this morning, you're blessed on this day, man. It's today is the day, today is the day, today is the day, today is the day. Why not today? Why not? Why not get up, man? Fresh yourself up a little bit more than you did yesterday. Prepare yourself a little bit more than you did yesterday and go into that job, man, and own it, man. Bring the donuts that you say they don't bring. Bring the hot coffee that you say they should have. Be the one that they say that they needed, man. Be the one sometimes. Just sometimes. Try it one time to be the one first to practice. Try to be the one last to practice. Put the balls up after practice. Be the one that brings the extra to the ordinary. Be the one that stands out. Be the one, not because you are trying to do something that you're not. Do it because that's who you are. And this has been the Grindology101 virtual podcast, man. I challenge you to go over there. Change your life, man. 7 keys to success. 7 keys to success. Practical principles for personal achievement. I didn't say these were the only keys. I didn't say this was the only way. What I'm saying is these are 7 keys to champion yourself and do the simple things over time, consistently, to get where you want to get. Start now, use what you have, control what you know, complete what you start, execute your plan, stand for something, share your success, and stand for something. You got to do it. It's simple. Go to KeJohnnaOwens.com. You get that book, sign it, get it over to you, and what they call ancillary. Put some ancillary products and service kind of tips and tools in the kit that I'll send to you. Have a phenomenal day. Succeed on purpose, man. Success, love, speed. We look forward to seeing you on the other side. Have an amazing day on purpose. Nothing works but the work. But we have to apply the work, the level of the work that we do to match the level of the faith we have. Man, get out there and make it happen for yourself, man. We see you on the other side.